my friends, welcome to rainy Belgrade. Did you know that in 1459, sorry, the last Serbian stronghold, Smederevo, has fallen into the hands of the Ottomans. This happened 70 years after the famous Battle of Kosovo, where, well, some historians say that the battle ended up even, so there was no essentially clear victory, but due to the fact that in the following years Serbian territories have fallen into the hands of Ottomans, essentially we can say that the Ottomans have won that battle. And this, as I said, it was in 1389. Both the Sultan and the Serbian King Lazar have died in the battle, the Ottoman Sultan. Sultan Murat, and then his son Bayazid has taken over. It's good that, it's good for the Ottomans that he was there at the very battlefield. So he took over immediately, practically, the throne, and he apparently commanded quite well to the Ottoman light cavalry to step in, and apparently this was the decisive moment, because the Ottoman light cavalry fought well against the heavy Serbian cavalry, because Serbian knights practically back then had quite heavy armors practically. So these light horse riders, they're without much of armor, or without any armor, they were much more fast and obviously also furious, fast and furious, and that was the name of the game back then, obviously. Yeah, but in 1959 the last stronghold, as I said, Smederevo, and if you've been to the Smederevo castle, it is it's quite well preserved actually from back then, although it was destroyed. But what I actually wanted to say is that it took the Ottomans 70 years from the moment of the Battle of Kosovo to the practically to seizing the last Serbian stronghold in Smederevo. So now that we know that, for instance, the Second World War, First World War lasted for 4 years, second for 5-6 years, depending if you're counting also the Battle of Pacific. Then these periods of time, back in the Middle Age, they were quite, yeah, you kind of theoretically win the battle, and then it takes you 70 years to actually do what you wanted to do in the first place, and this to conquer the country. Yeah, but what I started telling you is about the stronghold in Smederevo, the fortress. It was badly damaged in the Second World War because the Nazi troops have been hiding there or storing. There are a lot of explosives and ammunition, but really huge quantities, practically the reserves for the entire front, the southern front. And then a group of resistance partisans decided to make a diversion and practically caused this explosive to ignited the explosive. The explosion was so strong that practically half of the city was, more than half of the city was extremely damaged. And only due to the fact that the walls of the fortress were so thick, these walls have absorbed the first shock wave from the explosion, and only thanks to that fact otherwise the entire city would have gone to hell. So how clever was this? I'm not sure. Not sure that this action was well thought through, but it is what it is. A lot of people also, died in this explosion. But again, it is what it is. You know that also Pancho Villa, the famous Mexican revolutionary, died on today's date, actually on yesterday's date, 20th of June 1923, if I'm not mistaken. And then also some 10 years later, Clara Zetkin also died. Clara Zetkin was practically the promoter of women's rights, and she was the one that created the 8th of March being the International Day of, Females Day, Women Day, as we say, Women Day. And it was heavily celebrated throughout the communist socialist world. Not so much in the West, as far as I can tell, but it was mandatory celebration in the socialist countries, the same as also in ex-Yugoslavia. Okay, that much for now. I would say Geronimo, bye for now and talk to you soon again.